some serious concerns over athletes and concussions.
And the NFL report this month estimates that nearly 3 in 10 former players will develop debilitating brain injuries related to concussions on the field.
Yeah, concern over the long-term impacts of traumatic brain injury has trickled down now to the high school and even pee-wee level, where growing kids are especially vulnerable. So schools and youth leagues are trying to get a step ahead with new impact sensors that give off a warning when a player takes a serious hit. Jordan Anderson has taken more than his fair share of hits on the football field.
I actually have had a couple of times where I thought, this might be a concussion, but nothing major. It's all been just minor incidents.
Jordan has never had a concussion, but many young athletes across the country have not been as fortunate.
There you go.
Since 2005, the concussion rate for high school athletes has more than doubled. This season, Jordan's coach at Greenback High School in East Tennessee raised enough money from the community to buy 6 new helmets equipped with Rydell Insight impact sensors.
We have 37 football players right now. So out of those, about 5 or 6 have probably had concussions. Research is beginning to show that once a kid is concussed, he's more susceptible to that brain trauma again. So those are the kids that we want the sensors to be on.
The sensors don't actually prevent concussions. They send alerts to a handheld monitor whenever the helmet receives a significant hit.
So our trainer and our team doctor are being able to pull that kid off and quickly evaluate him. If he doesn't show symptoms of a concussion, then they can send him back out on the field.
Impact sensors are uncommon below the collegiate level, but many helmet manufacturers have begun marketing an array of sensors to serve high school and even pee-wee football players.
All right. Good.
It's a little bit of a tough situation because there are no standards for children's equipment. So we have no youth standard right now.
Mom's Team, a nonprofit focused on youth sports safety, is launching a national program with 6 universities, providing sensors to youth leagues and educating parents about the risk of concussions.
In particular, this young population has immature brains. They have smaller brains and bigger skulls. And so there's more room for a brain that's surrounded by fluid to knock around in that skull.
The Grand Prairie Youth Football Association in Texas serves hundreds of kids aged 12 and younger. They've seen a handful of concussions. The Mom's Team program outfits helmets with sensors provided by Brain Sentry and shares a plan to reduce injuries.
At the end of the day, we're all out here to make sure the kids are safe, and that's any organization. So if, we can do something with our program here that may make the other kids safe throughout the country or throughout, Dallas or Fort Worth area, I'm all for it.
Back in Tennessee, Jordan's sensor has recorded 2 significant hits, but he shows no other signs of concussion.
My helmet didn't, my head's fine. You really don't ever realize it until the trainer says, you had a significant hit, and then you kind of remember, that was a hard hit. Am I good?
After instant evaluation on the sideline, he's approved to return to the game. Clear of concussion concerns and free to focus on winning. Schools across the country have started using impact sensors, but the technology really still at the discretion of teams and parents. The cost varies. The Brain Sentry sensor costs about $75 a piece, and the Rydell sensor costs about $150 for each helmet, and then $200 for the monitoring system. These companies are quick to point out these don't diagnose concussions, but they can tell you, get the kid off the field for a play because he took a hard hit, and then take a look at him, let the trainer decide whether or not he ought to go back in.
Technology is amazing. Yeah. That's really